Lately, I've been trying to get back into a routine of practicing yoga at least once a week. And I really, really enjoy practicing yoga. It's great for your body. It's great for your mind. It's great for you in so many different ways. And because I'm such a trademark focused person all the time, eventually this made me think about the comparisons between practicing yoga and the world of trademarks. And I want to share 5 things that yoga has taught me about trademarks. And they really are, I think, valuable, important lessons that apply both to yoga and to trademarks. So first is, like, every day is different. Every time you're practicing yoga, you're going to feel a little bit different. Some days you have it, some days you don't. Some days you got your A game, some days you got your C game. In what we do with trademarks, it's like every trademark is different and unique. Every client is different and unique. And we have to adapt all of the time to the circumstances that we're dealing with any particular brand or trademark or client. Another very, very valuable lesson from yoga is that, yes, it's like day to day, practice to practice, week to week, but it's a long, long journey of improvement that never ends. And incremental improvements from day to day or week to week, sometimes you get lost and you don't realize until you step back the tremendous changes and improvements over time. So the incremental adds up over a long period of time. This applies to trademarks as well. Taking the steps to protect your brand, to use it properly, to do all of the things to monitor and enforce it. Sometimes they're minutia. Sometimes they're just one small step of improvement in terms of the protection from where you were before. Over time, all of these things add up to tremendous amounts of protection for your brand. Third valuable lesson is to be present and bring intention to what you're doing. You'll hear this a lot in yoga class if you attend. And that's part of why I love it, because it allows to focus on what you're doing right there and to forget about everything else for a little bit while you're practicing. And this is valuable for businesses as well, to bring intention and focus to their brand and to protecting it and to growing it and strengthening it. And that's what we get to work with clients all the time on doing once they've committed to that. Flexibility, of course, is useful in yoga. It's not required. It's not at all required, but it is useful, right? To unlock poses, to stretch and flex your muscles. And flexibility is also very important and valuable in the trademark registration and protection process, because trademark protection is not a sprint. It's not a straight line. There's always going to be obstacles and curves and things to deal with. And so a metaphorical flexibility is necessary when you're working with protecting a trademark. Finally, the 5th lesson that I've taken from yoga and applied to trademarks is to always be learning and growing. Yoga is great because it's always challenging me, and I'm always becoming a better person or a more thoughtful person, hopefully, from practicing. And in the world of trademarks, even after almost 25 years, I am always learning, always growing. You've probably heard me say that before, but no 2 days, no 2 weeks are the same. And everything we do helps build our knowledge base so that we can get to a new level and unlock new challenges and new learning and new knowledge. And we are always growing and attending conferences, speaking at conferences, focusing on ways to keep learning and keep growing. So I leave you with those 5 lessons from yoga that apply to the world of trademarks. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't close with a namaste.